Hi, good morning students. Welcome to your lecture. So today we are heading towards the notes of lesson number 9, that is energy resources, the second last topic of your syllabus in geography textbook. So I guess this lesson as usual it contains points to remember, objectives, question answers and a table that you have to complete. Activity questions as usual is taught in the while explaining the lesson itself that you can listen and do it in your books. So let's move on with the notes. Points to remember, we have two slides where all the questions regarding the activities to fulfill our needs, what is that, and substance based resources, like each and every point that is very important while you're reviewing the lesson, while you're revising the lesson is given in the points to remember. It may also be used to ask in the objective type questions in your examinations, either in unit tests or semesters, or even your weekly test if it goes on. Some more questions like speed of wind required for power generation is 40 to 50 km per hour. Energy generated due to turning of blades of windmills is called kinetic energy. Another name of mineral oil is called as black gold. And then the source from where man obtains energy is nature. Now use of electricity generated by converting kinetic energy, that is agricultural and domestic use. In these places we have this kind of generation electricity generated by converting kinetic energy. Places where hot water springs are seen is Unabdev, Vajreshwari and Manikaran. Next, we have set of fill in the blanks. 5 questions. So dash is used in sailboats, wind energy, mineral oil reserves are dash in nature, limited, dash oil is in great demand, mineral. Why only 5? Because most of the questions I guess I have covered in the points to remember. So even from there you can get objective questions. So some questions I have put up in the fill in the blanks. There are even many more questions in the lesson. But that will go on with the question answers and all. Dash originate from the remains of dead plants and animals, biofuels, low quality of coal is used for cooking, and so on. Two examples of substances based energy resources, coal and mineral oil. Two countries which use atomic energy, India, USA. Two hydropower stations of India, Bakra Nangal in Punjab, Koyana in Maharashtra. Devices that can be run in solar power, lamps, heaters. Two examples of process based energy resources, sun, wind. Then answer the following questions. Which energy resources does man use the most? Why? So man uses oil, like most is oil as it has wide array of uses. It's used as a fuel in petrol, diesel, kerosene, jet fuel, LPG gas and many more places. It is used in cosmetics, medicines, paints, lubricants, etc. Now why are energy resources needed? This can be asked in the form of give reasons as well. Also in answer in short. So demand for energy resources is increasing due to growing population, urbanization and growing needs of man. Energy resources are needed to prepare food, generate electricity to propel vehicles and for other domestic and industrial uses. We engage in various activities to fulfill our needs for which we need energy from natural resources. Our life will come to a standstill without resources like petrol, wind, natural gas, sunlight, besides other resources. Then we have a question which is very long enough about the need to use environment friendly energy resources. This is again taken from your textbook exercise question. You can write it in your book. Then which resource will have to be used in the following work? Rohan wants to fly a kite, wind energy. People in Adivasi hamlet have to be protected from the cold, they use wood. Salma wants to iron her clothes, she uses electricity. Now starting a railway engine, it's thermal energy. So likewise, we have to find out if we get any such a situation and they're asking us which resource is used. You have to think enough like what is the energy that we are using or what is the resource that we are using, and accordingly we have to name them. Then complete the following table. Some points are already listed which is there in your textbook as well, and we have to just write the differences of it in mineral oil, solar energy, and one more we have. We'll see to that. So availability of mineral oil, it's limited in nature, while about solar energy, it's unlimited because it is inexhaustible and it is underground heat is utilized to generate power. Environmental friendliness, if I speak about it, mineral oil is not at all environmental friendly. It as it generates generation leads to pollution and it's highly inflammable, but solar energy is pollution free, it's environment friendly. Advantages, yeah, mineral oil is cheap source, but solar energy it's not that much cheap. It's cost effective but provides energy security. Even solar energy is a solution to global warming when I speak about it. Some drawbacks of mineral oil, which pollutes the environment, it's highly inflammable. About solar energy, solar panels stop producing electricity after sunset. Expenses to store this energy is a bit high. Now next we have hydel power and power of geothermal sources in the same way with their availability, environment friendliness, advantages and drawbacks. So here we are done with our notes of lesson number 9, energy resources. I am saying you once again that all the activity questions from your lesson which is there in between, think a little and all, is all like in the lesson explanation video, and there you can listen and write it down because even such questions are very important when you're learning a lesson. So if any doubts you can ask me in the comment section or in the DCS kept. So fine, till then, bye, have a nice day.